You know that feeling when the Christmas decorations come down, everything looks so stark and bare, like all the warmth and sparkle has just disappeared overnight. But it doesn't have to be that way. In this video, we're shopping the current festive collections for double duty finds, pieces that will work beautifully as part of your Christmas decor, but you'll be able to keep them out and keep styling with them all winter long. They're the things that will make your home feel cosy, welcoming, and perfectly styled long after the tree comes down. Knowing how to spot a great double duty piece and shopping for it now while the best options are still in stock will really help beat those post-Christmas decor January blues. But before we get to the actual shopping, you need to understand a bit more about this method and why it works so well. I like to think of it like this. When you're decorating for Christmas, try to decorate for winter first with a sprinkling of Christmas on top. The idea is that when you take down your Christmas tree and all your other decorations, the ones that are overtly festive, the Santas, the slogans, the glittery baubles, you're still left with a cosy winter layer underneath. I like to imagine a night in the middle of January when it's dark outside, the wind's howling, and you just want to curl up at home. What are you craving at that time of year? Warmth, soft lighting, the glow of a candle or some twinkling lights maybe? Thick blankets and textures that invite you to snuggle in. A feeling of comfort and abundance, the exact opposite of what's happening outside where everything feels cold, stark and bare. That's what you want your home to feel like in January, and we can absolutely create it through the way that we decorate for Christmas. So if you take a moment to imagine what you want your January home to feel like, the trick is to build that as your base layer right from the start before you add any of the Christmas specific touches on top. So with that in mind, let's head out shopping and I'll show you exactly how to put this into practice. When you're looking for pieces that will work beyond Christmas, it really comes down to asking yourself one simple question. Will this look completely out of place in my home in January? And you get pretty good at spotting things after a while. If an item has a very obvious Christmas theme, like Santas, light up Christmas trees, or cars carrying Christmas trees home, then it's a definite no. Now that's not to say that if you see something and you fall in love with it when you're out and about, that you shouldn't pick it up. But it has to be a Christmas accent piece. Just know that that's a December only item and it won't transition well into January or February. And for the purposes of creating decor with longevity, all of those overtly Christmassy pieces are a definite no. But this really depends on your own taste. Personally, I'm happy to keep things with snowflake designs or ski references out throughout January. I also like to keep a few fir branches and twinkling lights here and there. But if they say Christmas to you, then you might be best to choose something else for this purpose. For me, snow feels so much part of the winter landscape that those pieces can absolutely stay. A little later, we're going to take a look at one of the most important but often overlooked elements of your decor in January, but more on that later. First, we're starting with one of the easiest ways to create a home that transitions beautifully from Christmas to winter, your cushions and throws. These are such a simple way to shift the mood of your home, and done well, they give you instant flexibility. You can easily have a mix of cosy faux fur or textured cushions that feel luxurious all winter long. Then add just one or two Christmas-specific designs in December. When the tree comes down, you simply pack those festive pieces away, leaving your cosy winter layer still perfectly in place. The same applies to throws. Think soft textures, chunky knits and faux fur fabrics that add warmth and comfort as you snuggle down to a Christmas movie and your third mince pie, but those same pieces can still be doing that exact job as you settle into your favourite TV show mid-February. If you choose more in neutral tones that tie in with your room's core decor palette, they'll blend effortlessly right through to spring. But if neutrals just aren't your thing, then if your core colour palette allows it, think about deep forest green or chocolate browns or rich burgundy or just some of those other cosy, rich colours that you can find in some of the stores at the moment. I spotted this navy faux fur throw in Habitat at Sainsbury's. It was so soft and it just didn't feel budget at all. Navy can be a really hard colour to find, and at £28, I think it's a steal. Another great option for cushions and throws is tartan, or check, or plaid, depending on what you like to call it. You can't fail to have noticed how much of it is around this year, and that's really being driven by the huge Ralph Lauren Christmas trend. But the beauty of tartan is that it lends itself perfectly to this kind of transitional decor. It feels festive and cosy in December, yet still completely at home throughout January and beyond. Now, being Scottish, I might be slightly biased on this one, but like animal print, it can almost act like a neutral. It adds that lovely richness and warmth, and it also gives you the opportunity to bring a splash of colour if you want to. But cushions and throws aren't the only way to add a layer of texture to your home. Rugs are another brilliant way to build warmth and softness into your space, especially in the depths of winter. These are the kinds of pieces that add that tactile, inviting layer to your Christmas decor, but more importantly, they go a huge way towards helping your home feel less bare and more comforting once all the Christmas decorations come down. If you can get hold of some sheepskin style rugs, they are incredibly versatile. You don't have to just use them on the floor. You can drape them over the back of a chair, layer them on a bench seat, or even use them as a soft accent on a coffee table. I've actually done this myself in the past, and after all, that's usually where your feet end up anyway. I also came across these stool toppers in Dunelm, and I think that you could use them to similar effect. They add that extra cosy touch wherever you put them. I've found in the past that TK Maxx or HomeSense usually have the best selection of winter rugs with a great mix of sizes, textures and colours. So if you're looking to add just one more layer of comfort to your home this season, that's where I'd start. Now, before we take a look at how some careful selection of accessories for the Christmas season can really help you beat those post-Christmas takedown blues, let's jump into why this next area can be one of the most important factors when trying to keep the cosy going right through into January. And we're talking about getting the lighting right, and specifically our use of candles, lanterns, and anything else we can use to help us do that. When the tree lights come down, our homes can suddenly feel darker, colder, and a little lifeless. And that's often the exact opposite of how we want January to feel. Most of us want our homes to feel calm, warm, cosy, softly lit, somewhere we can retreat to while it's still dark outside by late afternoon. That's why lighting is such a key part of this transition. It's what replaces all that festive twinkle and brings the warmth back into our rooms. And don't be afraid to keep using fairy lights or twinkle lights well beyond Christmas. In my house, they stay out right through until the clocks go forward in spring. It's so much more acceptable now to use them outside the festive season. Just think about your favourite restaurant or cosy country pub. I bet they use twinkle lights throughout the winter to create that special ambience too. So let's take a look at a couple of great options that I spotted in Dunelm, who had such a great selection of really unique pieces at all price points. Lanterns really are your best friend when it comes to getting bang for your buck, because you can switch out the little seasonal accents around the base and really tweak them or style them up for any season. I was really drawn to these tall, narrow ones. I've never seen this shape before. They'd work beautifully either side of a fireplace or at a doorway where you've maybe got limited space either side of the door. They come in bronze or a darker, almost black finish, and 3 sizes: small, medium and tall. But if that shape just doesn't fit your space, Dunelm have lots of other lantern styles too, so there's bound to be a version that will blend into your Christmas decor now and still look beautiful in February. I was drawn to this one just because it was gold, and lots of us have gold in our Christmas decor, but it'll still add a bit of warmth and elegance throughout the rest of the winter. But if gold's not your thing, these silver hurricane lamps are another lovely option. I absolutely loved the ones with the slightly opaque bases. I've got a few of those rechargeable flickering lights that mimic candles, and the opaque base here perfectly hides the little plastic gizmo mechanism underneath. And if you prefer real candles, these would be absolutely stunning with real candles in them. I also absolutely loved these starburst garden lights. Now, I've seen these before, but not at such a great price. They could absolutely be left out throughout January and February to add a bit of winter cheer, and that's why they're such a perfect example of double duty decor. I'd love to know what you think. Am I giving you some ideas here? Do you leave anything out after Christmas, or do you pack absolutely everything away? And what about your twinkle lights? Do you keep them out through winter, or do they go away with the tree? Do let me know in the comments below. I love to carry the conversation on there, once the video's been posted. And if this video is helping you think a little differently about your decor, I'd love for you to join me more regularly in this little corner of YouTube, where I'm all about helping you make home your haven. Coming up, we're going to be taking a look at one very popular Christmas theme that I think deserves to stay out long after the New Year bells toll. But before that, let's take a look at some of the accessories available in stores right now that would easily earn their spot in your cosy winter haven. These are the finishing touches, the things that you might use to style your mantle, the end of your kitchen island maybe, or to bring a shelf display together. They're the top dressing layer that makes a space feel finished. And at this time of year, that layer is so important. It's what takes your home from feeling a little drab and melancholy in that post-festive season lull and breathes warm life right back into it. You'll definitely have noticed the abundance of little houses available this year, those lovely ceramic ones where you can pop a tea light or some twinkle lights inside. There are so many different styles out there, and this is a perfect example of something you can easily keep out way beyond Christmas, as long as you choose the right piece in the first place. So when you're picking out your decor, instead of going for something with obvious Christmas symbols on it, look for ones that aren't. You could of course choose something very plain. These white ceramic ones make me think of and would fit beautifully into a winter white decor scheme. But equally, I love the sheer fun of the Dutch style colourful ones too. There are so many to choose from. The choice really is endless right now, which is why it's important to buy now, because by January you'll find that everything's been picked over and only the forgotten few are left on the shelves. And if you're thinking ahead to how you'll transition your mantle for January, how about doing it with one of these lovely snowball pom-pom garlands that I found in B&M? Such a fantastic buy. Or maybe this white berry garland from Next. I think it would look absolutely gorgeous with some twinkle lights woven through it. There's something about an abundance of white decor accessories that always says winter to me. I think it's that association with, winter white. And the fact that there's a matching wreath too makes it even better. They're both perfect for Christmas, but equally lovely right through January. Many people like to introduce some fresh greens to their home in January, something about that fresh start feel. So this green foliage wreath from Next is another great option. You could easily add some twinkle lights, a few red berry picks to make it more festive for December, then simply remove them, maybe even the twinkle lights too, to give it that fresh but wintry feel for January. So what about that theme, that popular Christmas look that I think works brilliantly well for winter decor? Well, it's stags. And again, maybe it's because I'm Scottish, but stags have always featured in a lot of our country homes as decor year round, often paired with tartan for that quintessential hunting lodge feel. But did you ever wonder why stags are used so much in Christmas and winter decor? And I didn't realise this until recently, but it actually goes back centuries. Stags were seen as symbols of strength, renewal, and the cycles of life because they shed and regrow their antlers each year. So in many cultures, they came to represent the idea of death and rebirth, which fits perfectly with winter, that quiet pause before the renewal of spring. It also ties into the old winter solstice traditions and that whole sense of nature resting and then awakening again. So it's no wonder the stag has become such a timeless winter motif. It feels both powerful and comforting at the same time. Okay, bit of a quickfire bonus tip round now. I spotted these cushions in Next. They've got lovely metallic geometric designs. If you paired these with some faux fur cosy throws, you can see how easy it would be to layer a mixed metals, kind of Christmas decor metallics theme on top. Then once you strip back the Christmas decor, you're left with a soft but classy colour palette that will see you beautifully through January. If you don't mind a bit of cutesy decor, take a look at the gnome theme that Next are doing this year. For example, this cushion feels far more winter themed than Christmas specific, and who doesn't love a new Christmas mug? The design of this one to me just says cosy winter, so it can definitely stay in the cupboard until spring. January mantles can be tricky, especially if you don't want to keep up your full fur garland after Christmas. So how about incorporating some of these silvery white stems from Sainsbury's instead? If you're going for a winter white or a snow theme, they'd be absolutely perfect. They work beautifully on their own or mixed in with some bare winter branch style stems. There's also a gold option too if you prefer a touch of warmth to add to your Christmas decor. And while you're in Sainsbury's, you might want to pick up a couple of packs of this bowl filler, or potpourri as it's still lovingly labelled. Or even better, head out on a lovely woodland walk and gather your own pine cones. Natural elements like these are the perfect little accessory to use right through Christmas and well into the winter season. So I hope you're seeing that it's all about being a little more intentional with what you buy at this time of year. Of course, you're going to have those very specific Christmassy pieces, the ones that make your home feel festive and magical. But this is really about creating that warm, cosy base layer, the one that you can pair back to once the Christmas decorations come down. The festive collections are full of beautiful pieces that can work now and carry you right through winter. It just comes down to choosing wisely by thinking about the textures, the colours, the materials, the patterns, and what might still feel right in January. Your home will stay warm, welcoming, and beautifully styled, not suddenly bare when the tree disappears. The key is to shop with that in mind, to see each piece not just for how it looks for Christmas, but how it will live in your home beyond it. And that's how you create a space that feels layered, lived in, and loved all winter long. And if you're still looking for some real Christmas decoration gems, then you might want to check out this video where I take a close look at what HomeSense have to offer this Christmas, amid the disagreement that shoppers have about whether or not it's a fun place to shop.